I mean, you got to have an Epiphone in here too. And this is more than an Epiphone. This is the Epiphone.
Yeah.
This one survived the flood.
It did. This is flood damage here.
All of that on the headstock.
Yeah, that's flood damage there, but and a little bit here. But this one I bought, Steve Marriott had a Frontier Epiphone.
Love those two, yeah.
More of a dreadnought shape.
Maple back, yeah.
This is on every Humble Pie album that I'm on.
Yeah.
If there's an acoustic, this is on it.
This is the guitar you're hearing.
And this is the guitar that I wrote just about every song that's on the live record on here, apart from Go to the Sun, which I wrote on piano.
Show Me the Way.
Show Me the Way, Baby, I Love Your Way. And those two were written in the same day. So it's kind of a Dolly Parton story.
Yeah, Dolly story there.
No, this was in the Bahamas. I took this with me, and I took the Phoenix with me, and went down and borrowed Steve Marriott's Cottage. I wrote, Show Me the Way in the morning. Then as the sun was setting, I wrote Shadows Grow So Long Before Your Eyes. And then Moving Across the Page was this too. Show Me the Way I wrote inside, and Baby I Love Your Way I wrote under a palm tree on the beach in Nassau. So
it's a good day. Question, growing up and being in England, were Epiphones more accessible there than Gibsons? Because at this time they're both being made in Kalamazoo on the exact same line by the exact same people, but it seems like all of the English bands had Epiphone casinos and Texans and Wilshires and Coronets and all that kind of stuff.
One reason, they were cheaper. And therefore the guitar shops, I think, were more likely to import
once you throw the VAT and all the other
right.
stuff on top.
Yes,
so.
We had the Hofners before we had the Fenders, the Strats, and the Les Pauls, or SGs or whatever. That's why the Beatles had all Epiphones.
Yeah.
This one, it's November 1964, and Paul's one that he played yesterday on is 64 too. It's 3 months younger than this one.
Yeah.
Or older. Sorry, it's 3 months older, I believe.
If you're looking at all your guitars, what percentage would you say are electric versus acoustic?
Yeah, no, I have less acoustics than I do electrics, I think. But you know what? That's a question I can't answer. I haven't looked at the list recently.
When you got to look at the list, you're doing something right. You're doing it right. If there needs to be a list.
That's terrible, I know. But, I forget the years of them, and that doesn't matter to me. People get very, very nerdy about years and
who would do that?
Right.
Who would even care about stuff like that?
But to me, it's just, how does it sound? Like I said, with my first burst, I sold it because it wasn't something I was playing. I wasn't enjoying playing that sound. But later on, I figured out that I probably do like that sound.
Should probably get another one. Well, we talk about how incredible the Phoenix is. This is, in terms of your guitar, this is equally as iconic.
Yes. And this one is the guitar used on the live record as well.
This wrote some of the biggest hits in the history of rock and roll. This is a pretty cool Epiphone, kids. This is as good as it gets right here. Amazing.